All right, let's jump right in. If you're paying $8 a month for Gemini and you're still just, using it like a fancy chatbot, typing a question, getting an answer, and then closing the tab, you are missing the entire point. And we're going to fix that starting right now.
Because here's the thing. What you're subscribed to isn't just a simple Q&A tool. It's a really powerful interconnected system for research, creation, and, well, for automation. In this explainer, we are going to pull back that curtain and show you exactly how to use it.
Now, before we really get into the weeds with Gemini, I just want to give a quick shout out to a tool that helps me put these explainers together. It's called Design.ai. It's an all-in-one creative platform for generating clean images, coherent video, and really smooth lip syncs. Having everything in one spot with a chat-based editor, it's just a huge time saver. So yeah, fantastic tool for any creator. So here's our plan for today. First, we're going to demystify what your subscription actually includes. Then, we'll get into mastering the core tools. After that, we'll break down the single most powerful workflow in the whole system. We'll also take a look at the Creative Suite, and then finally, we'll dial in the pro settings for customization and, of course, privacy. Okay, let's start with the absolute basics, because honestly, Google's branding on this has confused just about everyone. What is it that you actually bought?
So here's the most important point right off the bat. There is no product literally called Gemini AI Plus. You're actually subscribed to something called Google AI Plus, and it's all managed through your Google One account. Just getting the name right is the first big step to understanding what you actually have access to.
And we're talking specifically about this price tier, the $7.99 per month plan in the US. Right now, Google is running a little promo where the first 2 months are cheaper, but this is the standard price point that we're really focusing on here.
And what does that $8 get you? Well, a lot more than just a chat window. You get 200 gigs of cloud storage and 200 AI credits every single month for generating media. Plus, you get enhanced access to this whole ecosystem. The really powerful Gemini 3.1 Pro model, the deep research agent, an image generator called Nano Banana Pro, and even a video tool called VO 3.1 Fast. And this plan, it really sits in a sweet spot. I mean, you can see the free tier below it, which is fine, but look at the jump above it. AI Pro is $20 a month for more storage and credits, and then AI Ultra is a whopping $250 a month. For most of us, that $8 AI Plus tier has all the core workflows you actually need to be productive. Okay, let's build on that foundation. Now that you know what you have, let's talk about how to actually use the engine that powers this whole thing. And it all starts with a really simple but critical choice. Inside the app, you have this model picker. And believe me, this is your most important setting. You've got Fast Mode, which runs on Gemini 3 Flash. It's perfect for quick brainstorming or summaries. Then there's Thinking Mode, which uses a similar setup, but it's much better for complex logic, coding or math problems. And then Pro Mode unlocks the big guns, Gemini 3.1 Pro, for the really heavy lifting, like analyzing long documents or deep synthesis tasks. And this brings us to a super important best practice, what we call the AI verdict rule. It's simple. Start every single task in Fast Mode. Only upgrade to Thinking or Pro if the output isn't good enough. Using Pro Mode for a simple summary is like using a sledgehammer to hang a picture frame. It's just wasteful, because your usage limits are dynamic. Next up, let's talk about connected apps. This is where Gemini stops just answering questions and starts doing things for you. You can connect it to your Gmail, Calendar, and Drive. The killer feature here is using the @ symbol to target a specific app, like telling @Calendar to go create a meeting. But, and this is a big one, if your Keep Activity setting is turned off in your privacy settings, most of these connections just won't work. And here's a little power user tip for anyone working with big file uploads. Don't just upload a 100-page PDF and ask a vague question. No. First, ask Gemini to generate a map of the document, basically an outline with key sections and page numbers. Then you can ask follow-up questions about those specific sections. This dramatically improves the accuracy and really cuts down on hallucinations. All right, this next section, this is the absolute heart of the production system. This is the workflow that turns Gemini from just a simple tool into something way, way more powerful. And I want to be really, really clear here. If you forget everything else from this entire explainer, please remember this. This single workflow is what justifies the whole subscription. It's how you turn a vague idea into a polished, citable asset. So here's the pipeline. Step 1, you open deep research. Step 2, you give it a structured brief, not just a question, but details on your audience, your purpose, the scope. Step 3, it generates a research plan. You have to review and adjust this part. Think of it as your steering wheel. Step 4, you hit go. It will browse the web, pull from your files, and generate a full, cited report. And then finally, step 5, you open that report in Canvas to transform it into a final product like a script, a quiz, or even a mini app. It's amazing. So now you have your research, maybe you have your script. What about the actual creative assets to go with it? Well, let's move over to the built-in Creative Suite and see what's included in your subscription. Your subscription also unlocks this whole creative toolkit. There's an image generator called Nano Banana Pro. Just be aware, Google watermarks all the images with an invisible synth ID. Then you've got VO 3.1 Fast, which creates these short 8-second video clips with sound. LIA 3 can generate 30-second music tracks, and Storybook can even create a whole 10-page illustrated book with narration from just a simple prompt. Okay, finally, let's get into the Pro settings. This is how you really customize the experience to fit your specific needs and, just as importantly, control how your data is being used. First up are gems. Just think of these as reusable custom instructions. You can build a specialist assistant like, say, an editor gem that knows your exact tone, or an SEO strategist gem that always follows your formatting rules. You build it once, and it saves you from all that repetitive prompting every single time. It's a game changer. And look, it's so important to understand your privacy settings. You basically have two main options here. On one hand, there's temporary chat. This means the conversation isn't saved to your history or used for model training, though Google does keep it for 72 hours for safety. On the other hand, you have keep activity, which is really the master switch. When that's on, your data is stored, it might be reviewed by humans, and it can be held for up to 3 years. You just need to decide which setting you're comfortable with. So there you have it. The real value of your subscription isn't the chatbot, it's the entire production system hiding right underneath. The workflows, the connected apps, the creative tools, all of it. The system is now unlocked for you. So the only question left is, what are you going to build first?